Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I am a shameless fan of getting free stuff, especially free gizmos. And what we have here today, I feel definitely qualifies as gizmos. I have been sent a battery charger and some rechargeable batteries. These are, as you can see, EBL, appears to be the brand, link will be in the description, of course. And these are nickel metal hydride batteries. I've got AA's and AAA's, and I don't know that I've ever had AAA nickel metal hydride, so that's pretty snazzy. They also seem to be surprisingly high capacity for AA's. I don't know what the standard capacity is, to be honest. But I've been asked numerous times in the comments of videos, can I use nickel metal hydrides? Why do we use LiPos or lithium-ion batteries? Why, if nickel metal hydride is supposedly a much more stable chemistry, why is it not the standard? And a lot of it has to do with the amount of power. LiPos have a lot more power. Lithium-ion batteries have a lot more voltage. Nickel metal hydrides, their nominal voltage is 1.2, whereas alkalines are 1.5. So they have less juice nominally. I plan to look into what they come in when fully charged, but their nominal rate is a lower voltage than your regular alkaline batteries, your regular AA's. So that's one of the reasons. Now, obviously, you could simply put more of them in to increase the voltage, and then you would still have the benefit of them being a very stable chemistry and being rechargeable. So that is something that you could look into if you wanted to make a battery tray that used AA's instead of LiPo or what have you. It is an option. So I'm going to pop this thing open. I'm going to take a look at what we got in for the charger. It seems to be fairly fancy, though it does appear to lack a power source. Oh, no, it's got a built-in USB cable, which is neat. And I happen to have a USB port. No, that's not going to work. That is USB-C. Need to hunt me down a standard USB port. 1 minute. Right, so here it is, and when you plug it in, comes on, fancy LED, tells you what all your charging rates are, and then it probably turns itself off because I'm not actually charging anything, which is lovely. So let's put a couple of AA's and a couple of AAA's and get them charging and see what voltage they charge to, because I'm curious. And now we wait. Can I zoom in? Can you see the little button blinking? Right, that's quite enough of that. The AAA's are all fully charged, the AA's are taking their sweet time, but we're going to take a look and see what they have charged up to in the hour and a half they've been sitting on here. So we'll use my handy dandy charger. And these are coming in at 0.38. Let's try another one. .4. Take a look at one of the AAA's. 1.41 is what they're coming in at. Out of the box, they were at the nominal, I believe, the 1.2. Come on. Yeah, give or take. Right around 1.2. And if we take a look at a brand new regular AA, they come in at 1.5, give or take, is what they start out at, a little over. So fully charged, these are still coming in about 0.1 or so volts below a standard alkaline, which is not too bad. The question is, how long will they hold that before they start draining to a lower rate? Well, that's kind of the question. But we're going to take a look at some gizmos. I'm going to put them in some gizmos. I've got a headlamp here that takes AAAs. So I've got some AAA batteries here, and we'll try in that and see what it does. And then we'll try the rechargeables. All right, so strobe warning. This headlamp does in fact have a strobe. We've got low, medium, high strobe. All right, so here is regular AAAs, and here on the 3 settings, and here is the rechargeable. And I'll be honest, I cannot see any difference whatsoever. Let's try it in something nerfish. So the Boba Fett blaster that I recently acquired, or that recently arrived, also takes AAAs. So let's put this in there. See if they work. Can't imagine they wouldn't. Light up nice and bright. Yeah. Lights up the same. You can tell. Makes the noise. That's neat. Alright. But now, of course, for the real test. Putting them in a flywheel blaster and seeing if they will actually fling the foam. So I have a Strife here, stock Strife. We're going to throw some AA's in it and see what kind of performance we get. And then we're going to put these nickel metal hydrides in there. Oh, look, it has batteries. Are they any good? Yeah. Fascinating. I got this at a Goodwill recently. It had batteries. Anyway, I'm going to put the new ones in because I don't trust Goodwill batteries any further than I can throw them. Well, that's probably why it was at Goodwill with batteries in it. Something well and... ha! I see. Someone tried to put a Busby sticky dart through it. That ain't gonna work. Well, there's your problem right there. Let's try it again. I think they may have fried it. I'm gonna find a different Strife. We'll try the European model. It lives! Alright, I'm gonna go grab some FIPS. I'm getting the stock numbers around 60, so let's put the nickel metal hydrides in and see what happens. My question is going to be current. Do they have more or less or enough current? That's the big question. Turns out my chronograph was overdue for a cleaning. Cleaned off the sensors and now it's working fine. So the rechargeables are coming in a little bit lower. It's coming in the high 50s, 55. Didn't have any breaks, 60. So yeah, a little bit lower, but it doesn't seem to have any trouble with keeping up with about the same rate of fire that you can with the alkalines. So yeah, right. So to sum up, in the hopes that I can actually edit this into something vaguely coherent, if you've been looking for some manner of nickel metal hydride rechargeable battery, something other than LiPo or lithium ion, IMRs, IFRs, you want something stable and safe. Nickel metal hydrides are very stable chemistry-wise. I've never heard of anyone having any kind of an issue with them. And here is an option. Link will be down in the description. Now I probably won't be using these in Nerf blasters myself because I do use LiPo. But I have lots of other things that I can definitely use these in. The mic on my camera, for one, for absolutely sure, because I keep forgetting to turn it off and then it gets drained and I just lose batteries. Now that won't be an issue. And headlamps. I've got a bunch of headlamps that take these. So that's definitely where those will be going. So yeah, I will definitely do some experiments in the future, probably a Nerf for Science episode where I try putting, say, 6 of these into a Strife, 5 and then 6, and see what that does as far as performance, maybe even double. I'd be kind of interested to see what would happen if you did that. I'm also might, if I'm feeling real frisky, try them in something with honey badgers, because honey badgers can work on lower voltage, and I'd be interested to see how these stood up to something like that. So this is just the introduction to these. These will show up again because I have been meaning to experiment with other rechargeable battery options. I've definitely been wanting to get some for things like my camera and stuff like that. So very, very handy. So my thanks to EBL for sending these over, and my thanks to you guys for sitting through this nonsense.